Here we go floating anywhere we please, holding you tight as I can. You're safe as a honeypot, you always will be, and I'll be right there when we land. You're snuggly, wuggly, snug as a buggly. You're snuggly safe in my hands. Oh my! Oh, hello, I'm Winnie the Pooh. I seem to have sat upon something that feels somewhat like a thistle. It must be Eeyore's. He won't be very happy about this. But he's not ever very happy about anything. Perhaps if we brightened up this patch and planted a garden full of all kinds of good and wonderful things, it would brighten up Eeyore. And Eeyore's thistle, too. I think it's worth a try. I know you can make a special garden here, and I shall help.
Well, by dingy, if there's a garden to be gardened, somebody's gonna need a wheelbarrow, and I suppose that'd be you. Well, better put your name on it, so Rabbit won't get it mixed up with his. Then I'll have something to haul things back to your garden with. I can come and go and move all sorts of stuff, wherever and whenever you need me to.
This wheelbarrow is missing something. Why, of course, it needs your name. Might you put it there? You can click on the proper letters to spell out your name on the wheelbarrow. When you have your name on the wheelbarrow just the way you like it, choose the green balloon and we're on our way. L-I-N-G. Oh my, how I love beginnings. Let's hurry. The 100-acre wood is full of good things for gardens and gardening. All we have to do is find where they're hiding and bring them back. And here's where I shall put my honeypot, so that if you ever need to know more about what's going on, it will tell me. Because honeypots are my very good friends, and I will tell you because you are my very good friend too. There are several paths we may take, each as good as the next, none better than the other, since any way one goes with a friend is a good way. By going neither south nor north, and not in the least bit east, we shall go west. We shall make a friendly visit to see a friendly piglet.
My friends are working so very hard in the garden. I'm sure they'll be happy to see a batch of my famous carrot cupcakes and zucchini cupcakes. Maybe you can help me add my oh-so-very special frosting and a smidgen of tasty sprinkles. Oh, it makes a very small tummy feel very largely empty. We have 5 batches of cupcakes to prepare. We can use those acorns on the edge of the table to keep track. We need to know how many cupcakes we have all together, so we'll know how many sprinkles we need. First, let's frost the carrot cupcakes on this tray. We can count them as we frost them. 1 cupcake. Oh, good. 3. 5 cupcakes. 1 cupcake. Plus 5 cupcakes equals 1 cupcake plus 5 cupcakes equals 6 cupcakes. Oh my, yes! Oh, it's time for you to begin decorating each and every cupcake. What a very good cupcake adder you are! Thank you so very much for getting the sprinkles just right. Hooray! More yummy cupcakes are coming! When we frost the carrot cupcakes on this tray, we can count them too. 1, 2, 3. 3 cupcakes! Oh, good! Now we can frost the zucchini cupcakes on this tray and count them as we go along. 1 cupcake. 3 cupcakes plus 1 cupcake equals. What we do now is add up the cupcakes on both trays and pick the jar of sprinkles with the very same number. 3. Oh, that's very good. And you can begin decorating the cupcakes now. Oh, you were so very clever at adding cupcakes. Now we've got just the right amount of sprinkles. Oh, good! Hot and out of the oven. We start by frosting the carrot cupcakes on this tray, and we count them as we frost them. 1 cupcake. Wonderful! Now, frost the zucchini cupcakes on this tray and count them too. 2, 4 cupcakes. 1 cupcake plus 4 cupcakes equals. It seems always 1 cupcake plus 4 cupcakes equals 5 cupcakes. Oh, how wonderful! Go ahead and decorate each cupcake. You make me so very proud. I've never seen a friend add cupcakes better, or sprinkle them better either. Oh goodness, more delicious cupcake! Frosting all the carrot cupcakes on the tray will let us count them at the same time. 4, 5 cupcakes! Oh my, now we can frost and count 1 cupcake. 5 cupcakes plus 1 cupcake equals. It's time to add together all 5 cupcakes. Oh, how very nice! Now you can decorate the cupcakes. Oh, I wish I were as good at adding and decorating cupcakes as you are. Oh, here comes another very nice batch. While we're frosting the carrot cupcakes on this tray, let's count them as well. One cupcake. How nice! Now we can frost all the zucchini cupcakes on this tray while we count them. 2, 3, 3 cupcakes. 1 cupcake plus 3 cupcakes equals. What we do now is count up the number of cupcakes we frosted and pick the jar of sprinkles with that number. 1 cupcake plus 3 cupcakes equals 4 cupcakes. Ooh, I like that. And now you can decorate them all. Oh, thank you so very much for helping us with our work in the garden by being such a good adder and finisher of cupcakes.
Nope, garden just doesn't measure up without a ruler. I'll get it to your garden.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon.
Counting the cupcakes while you're frosting them is fun. After adding all the different cupcakes together, remember that number. Then find the jar of sprinkles that has the same number. You can sprinkle to perfect cupcakiness. Let's 2 cupcakes. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cupcakes. 2 cupcakes plus 6 cupcakes equals. Now, we add how many we counted on the first tray to how many we counted on the second tray. That tells us how many cupcakes we have altogether. Now we know how many sprinkles we need. 2 cupcakes plus 6 cupcakes equals 8 cupcakes. Oh, good! It's time for you to decorate the cupcakes. There's nothing very small at all about your ability to add cupcakes. Those cupcakes sure look pretty with those sprinkles. Oh, here comes another very nice bet. Frosting all the carrot cupcakes on the tray will let us count them at the same time. One cupcake. Good! And now it's time to frost and count all the zucchini cupcakes on this tray. it's time to count. 1, 3, 7. 7 cupcakes. 1 cupcake plus 7 cupcakes equals. Now, simply add together the number of cupcakes you frosted and select the sprinkle jar with the same number. I've got more carrots and zucchinis than I know what to do with. Let's finish these cupcakes so I can bake some more. 1 cupcake plus 7 cupcakes equals 8 cupcakes. Very good. Oh my goodness, you are so very good at adding cupcakes. Not a single sprinkle wasted. Oh goodness, more delicious cupcake. We start by frosting the carrot cupcakes on this tray and we count them as we frost them. 1, 2, 6. 6 cupcakes. Oh my, now we can frost and count all the zucchini cupcakes on this tray. 1 cupcake. 6 cupcakes plus 1 cupcake equals. What we do now is count up the number of cupcakes we frosted and pick the jar of sprinkles with that number. 6 cupcakes plus 1 cupcake equals 7 cupcakes. What a very nice job! And now you can decorate each one of the cupcakes. Oh, that was wonderful cupcake adding. Why, those cupcakes look good enough to eat. Oh, good. Hot and out of the oven. When we frost the carrot cupcakes on this tray, we can count them too. 1, 2, 5. 5 cupcakes. Good. And now it's time to frost and count all the zucchini cupcakes on this tray. 1 cupcake. 5 cupcakes plus 1 cupcake equals. It's time to add together all the cupcakes you frosted and choose the jar of sprinkles that has that very same number. 5 cupcakes plus 1 cupcake equals 6 cupcakes. Oh, how wonderful! Go ahead and decorate each cupcake. There's nothing very small at all about your ability to add cupcakes. Those cupcakes sure look pretty with those sprinkles. Hooray! More yummy cupcakes are coming! While we're frosting the carrot cupcakes on this tray, let's count them as well. 1, 4, 5. 5 cupcakes! How nice! Now we can frost all the zucchini cupcakes on this tray while we count them. It's time. 1, 4, 6. 6 cupcakes! 5 cupcakes plus 6 cupcakes equals. Now, simply add together the number of cupcakes you frosted and select the sprinkle jar with the same number. 5 cupcakes plus 6 cupcakes equals 11 cupcakes. Very good! Now it's time to decorate all the cupcakes. I appreciate your adding very much, and so do all the hungry gardeners.
Now you've won a measuring cup, and every time you fill it up, a cup for certain it'll measure, of whatever thing you treasure.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon.
If we count the cupcakes while we frost them, we'll know which jar of sprinkles we need. 1, 4, 7, 8, 9. 9 cupcakes. Oh my! Cupcakes are disappearing. And now I have no idea how many sprinkles I need. Oh! If we carefully count the cupcakes we have left, that will be the same number as the jar of sprinkles we need to finish. 9 cupcakes minus 5 cupcakes equals 9 cupcakes minus 5 cupcakes equals 4 cupcakes. Oh my, yes! Oh, it's time for you to begin decorating each and every cupcake. I could never have added up those cupcakes so perfectly. Thanks for being the best Froster Sprinkler friend around. Oh, here comes another very nice batch. Frost and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cupcakes. Disappearing cupcakes? Oh, how will I know which jar of sprinkles to use now? Oh, what we can do is count how many cupcakes are left. That will give us the number of the sprinkles jar we need. 4 cupcakes minus 1 cupcake. Four cupcakes minus 1 cupcake. Oh, good! It's time for you to decorate the cupcakes. Hooray for your adding and subtracting! Maybe you'll grow some carrots and zucchini for me in your wonderful garden. Oh goodness, more delicious cupcakes! Go ahead and count the cupcakes as you frost them. That will tell us the number of the sprinkles jar we need. 2, 4, 5, 7. 7 cupcakes! Oh, where have those cupcakes gone? And which jar of sprinkles am I supposed to use now? How about carefully counting how many cupcakes we have left? That number will be exactly the same as the jar of sprinkles we need to finish. 7 cupcakes minus 1 cupcake equals 7 cupcakes minus 1 cupcake equals 6 cupcakes. Oh, that's very good. And you can begin decorating the cupcakes now. Your adding and subtracting make me so proud. I never want to stop baking. So I hope everybody else doesn't stop gardening. Oh, good! Hot and out of the oven. Let's frost these cupcakes and count them as we go. Then we'll know how many sprinkles we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Six cupcakes. Oh, my goodness! Vanishing cupcakes! No, I don't know how many sprinkles I need. Wait! If we also carefully count the remaining cupcakes, that number will be the same as the jar of sprinkles we need to finish. Minus 5 cupcakes equals 6 cupcakes minus 5 cupcakes equals 1 cupcake. What a... Oh dear! With all that good cupcake adding and subtracting, our friends in the garden better plant more carrots and zucchini. Hooray! More yummy cupcakes are coming! Oh, please do go on and frost my cupcakes. Oh, and count them carefully as you go. Then we'll be certain which jar of sprinkles we need. 2, 6, 7, 9, 10 cupcakes. Oh my goodness! Cupcakes are missing! Now I don't know which jar of sprinkles to use. How about carefully counting how many cupcakes we have left? That number will be exactly the same as the jar of sprinkles we need to finish. 10 cupcakes minus 5 cupcakes equals 10 cupcakes minus 5 cupcakes equals 5 cupcakes. Ooh, I like that. And now you can decorate them all. I'm so very happy you spent this time subtracting with me and my cupcakes. I couldn't have finished without you.
This scale is a pretty heavy reward. I'll make your load lighter by toting it back to the garden for you.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon.
I hope it won't be too long until we see each other again, 'cause I can't wait too long to bake again.
If a circle is large or small, it's still a circle after all. 1. Number 1. We've only just begun. 7. Number 7. You can certainly count on that snake. Oh, I believe that's a jaguar jumping rope and wearing a red shirt. Goodness, I have never seen a nicer moon. Now we can drop by my house, although I wonder if I'll be at home at this hour.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the way we begin. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sing along and join on in.
Oh my!
1, 2, 2,
3.
I have never...
4.
This will take us back to the woods so we can explore a bit more. If you'd like... This will take us back... Thank you so much. Now we can drop by my house, although I want...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I do with all these goodies, goodies, goodies? I know the fruit and vegetables need to go in the right jars, but I forget when I'm counting what number I've counted to. Or is it 3? I think I'll need your help. Then there will be smackerels for everyone whenever they feel like it. And whenever is exactly the right time for a small smackerel of something sweet. The number on each basket tells us which jar it goes into. So, basket number 1 goes into jar number 1, and basket number 2 goes into jar number 2, and so on with 3 and all the numbers after that. Count carefully and pay attention to the highlighted basket. Then we can fill the right jar with the right basket.
1,
8,
1, 2, 1, 2,
3, 3,
Hooray! You counted wonderfully. My harvest is very grateful.
4,
5, 5, 6, 6,
If I could count as well as you, no one would know I was Winnie the Pooh.
7, 7, 8, 8,
9, 10, 10.
Thank you so much for your number wrangling. That means good counting. The harvest would never have gotten home without you.
Eleven, 12, 13, 14, then there's 15, it's a breeze. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you can learn to count with ease.
11, 11,
12, 12,
13, 13,
Good thinking, and good counting too.
14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16,
17, 18, 18,
19,
The numbers in my harvest like the way you counted them, and so do
20,
I am so very grateful for your oh-so-careful counting.
Twenty-one, 22, 23, 24, 25, it's so much fun. 26, 27, 28, 29, last is 30 now. We're done.
21, 21,
22,
21,
22,
23, 23,
Thank you for counting so well, and putting my smackerels right where they belong.
24,
23,
24, 25, 25,
26, 26,
Ooh, that was
27, 27,
28,
26,
28,
29,
28,
29,
Thank you.
30,
Oh, how nice. All my correctly counted jaws are happy, and I shall be happy to have them whenever I'm hungry. Which means I shall be happy all the time.
One, two, three, four, five. That's the way we begin. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sing along and join on in. 11, 12, 13, 14. Then there's 15. It's a breeze. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can learn to count with ease. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's so much fun. 26, 27, 28, 29. Last is 30. Now we're done.
tomato plants. Now you'll have the best part of a sandwich growing in your garden.
To play this game again. It's so
1, 2,
3,
4,
5,
6, 7,
8,
9, 10.
What a wonderful counter you are. Thank you very much for your help.
Eleven,
12,
13,
14,
15,
16,
17, 18,
19,
20,
I wish I could count the way you do, but of course I didn't have to, thanks to you.
Twenty-one, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's so much fun. 26, 27, 28, 29. Last is 30. Now we're done.
21,
22,
23,
24,
25,
26,
27,
28,
29,
Now that,
30,
oh, that was wonderful counting. Thank you from the baskets, fruit, vegetables, and jars, but mostly, thank you from me.
One, two, three, four, five. That's the way we begin. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sing along and join on in. 11, 12, 13, 14. Then there's 15. It's a breeze. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Now, take my advice. Put these strawberry plants right next to the shortcake shrubs and the whipped cream trees.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. I think that we can count the jars and find out which jar is number 1. Then we can empty basket number 1 into jar number 1. We can do the same with 2 and 3 and all the numbers, since counting always seems to work that way. If you do the counting now, I shall do the smackrilling later.
8, 8,
1,
7,
The numbers in my harvest like the way you counted them, and so do I.
4,
6, 2,
Hooray!
3,
9, 5,
10.
I knew I could count on you counting for me. Thank you.
$11, $12, $13, $14, then there's $15, it's a breeze. $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, you can learn to count with ease.
$11,
12,
13,
14,
15,
16,
17, 18,
19,
Ooh,
20,
oh, thank you so much. You and counting get along almost as well as you and I.
$21, $22, $23, $24, $25, it's so much fun. $26, $27, $28, $29, last is $30 now. We're done.
$21,
22, 25,
I have never seen jars so nicely counted.
28,
27,
26,
24,
23, 29,
You've counted correctly and put the numbers together. Now,
30,
oh goodness, what wonderful counting. The baskets have found the jars, and the jars will find my tummy, and we shall eat happily ever after.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the way we begin. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sing along and join on in. 11, 12, 13, 14. Then there's 15. It's a breeze. 16,
I love grapes 'cause they come in bunches and always taste so good in lunches.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. Thank you for your help. I feel quite certain I shall have more fruits and veggies soon. I hope you'll come back to help count again. Now we'll head in a due northerly direction. This first letter is for Kanga from Old Long Ears. This second letter is for Kanga from Old Featherhead. And this third letter with the stripities all over it is for Little Roo from yours truly. What do you know? This is the first letter to Kanga from Piggeroony all week. And this sticky one is the second letter to Kanga from Pooh Boy, inviting himself to breakfast. Oh yeah, this stripedy one is the third letter to Roo from me today.
Red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow.
My feet like the pattern the squirrel is playing, but my head doesn't know why.
Blue, pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, blue, pink.
Both my eyes and ears like the pattern the squirrel is playing. I wonder how the shingles like it.
Yellow, green, blue, green, yellow, green, blue, green.
Oh my, the squirrel is playing a pattern. Or is the pattern playing him? And does it really matter?
Blue, green.
One for you and one for me. Thank you.
When there's two who want to share, we simply have to split a pair. It's time to visit Tigger and Roo and all the bugs they're busy making friends with. Come along and join the fun, we're playing a buggly game. First look about and sort them out, 'cause they don't all look the same.
There's so many colorful bugs galore.
Just because they're bigger doesn't mean there's more.
If they're smaller, doesn't mean there's less.
You have to count, don't just guess. If you can count, please help us out in our buggly wuggly game. We're collecting some beautifully beastly-looking bugs for the garden, right, Roo?
Yeah, Tigger, and mine are even ickier looking than yours.
Well, maybe so, but I'm sure and certain I've found more crawlabibbles than you have.
Nuh-uh, Tigger. I think I got more bugs than you do.
I think maybe I know how to settle this. Our friend here can help us put the bugs under your magnifying glass into your tray, and the bugaboos under my magnifying glass into my tray.
Then we can count and see who has more. I'm pretty sure it's me.
We'll see about that, Half-Pint. We got 5 bunches of bugaboos to put away. Those little leaves will help us keep track of things. Each time we finish a bunch, one of the leaves will turn green. If you will please recall, the green crawlabibbles belong to me. Yes.
Let's not stop now. Just count the bugs in both trays and choose the tray with more. Good. 4 is more than 2.
Don't forget to remember, I want the pink bugaboos. Yes, sir. That's where she goes, all right.
Hey, don't quit now. Just count the bugs in the trays and pick the tray with more. Great! 3 is more than 2.
Don't forget, I'm collecting the orange bugs.
We're not done yet. Count the bugs in each tray, then pick the tray that has more.
Exactly. 2 is more than 1. Remember, I'm collecting the blue crawlies. That's a...
We're almost done. Count the bugs in each tray. Then choose the tray with more bugs.
Okie dokie. 5 is more than 3. Don't forget, the red crawlies are tigers.
Hey, don't quit now. Just count the bugs in the trays and pick the tray with more.
Exactly. 2 is more than 1.
Wow, you did that better than Tigger.
On account of your fantastical ability to sort out all the bugaboos from the bugaroonies and figure out who has more, I award you this official 100-Acre Wood Certificate of Merit.
I'll be a gentleman and escort this ladybug back to your garden.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. We're collecting some beautifully beastie-looking bugs for the garden, right, Roo?
Yeah, Tigger, and mine are even ickier looking than yours.
Well, maybe so, but I'm sure and certain I've found more crawlabibbles than you have.
Nuh-uh, Tigger. I think I got more bugs than you do.
Ahem. You might be confused there, little Roo, on account of because our bugs are pretty mixed up under both of our magnifying glasses.
So how can we tell for sure who has more?
Well, if our friend here can put all your bugs in your tray and all my bugs in my tray,
We can count them and see that I have more.
we'll see. Don't forget, I'm collecting the orange bugs. Way to go, kiddo! That was some swell bug picking and choosifying.
We're almost done. Count the bugs in each tray. Then choose the tray with more bugs.
You betcha! 7 is more than 1. Now don't you misremember that the yellow Wrigglies are for me. Well, say, nice sortin'. You sure know whose bugs are whose. That's my bugabibble, all right.
We're not done yet. Count the bugs in each tray, then pick the tray that has more.
Well, of course. 9 is more than 5. If you will please recall, the green crawlabibbles belong to me.
Let's not stop now. Just count the bugs in both trays and choose the tray with more.
Zippity-doo-dad! 6 is more than 5. Remember, I'm collecting the blue crawlies. Those little buggeroonies might wander off if you don't get 'em in our trays soon.
Let's finish putting these bugs away, okay?
Yes, sir. That's where she goes, all right. Well, that's a great place for that bug.
We're almost done. Count the bugs in each tray. Then choose the tray with more bugs.
Yes, sirree. 8 is more than 1. If you will please recall, the green crawlabibbles belong to me. Way to go, kiddo! That was some swell bug picking and choosifying. Say, nice sorting. You sure know whose bugs are whose.
Hey, don't quit now. Just count the bugs in the trays and pick the tray with more. Uh-huh, 9 is more than 2.
Hey, you did superb, Bibble. For
Your faithful friend Gopher reporting for duty. I'll guide this praying mantis back to your garden on the double.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. We're collecting some beautifully beastie-looking bugs for the garden, right, Roo?
Yeah, Tigger, and mine are even ickier looking than yours.
Well, maybe so, but I'm sure and certain I've found more crawlabibbles than you have.
Nuh-uh, Tigger. I think I got more bugs than you do.
It's hard to tell, Roo, on account of some are bigger and some are smaller, and they're all mixed up together under both our magnifying glasses.
Then how can I be sure that I have more bugs and you have less?
Maybe our friend here will sort through all these buggeroonies and put them away in the trays where they belong.
Then we can count 'em up and see who has more and who has less.
I'm collecting the brown wrigglies, if you remember. Yes, sir. That's where she goes, all right. Say, nice sorting. You sure know whose bugs are whose. That's a crawly for yours truly. Swell! That's a great place for that bug.
Nah, don't stop now. Count the bugs in the trays and choose which tray has less. No fooling. 4 is less than 9.
Remember, the purple bugabibbles belong to Tigger.
We're not done yet. Count the bugs in each tray, then pick the tray that has more.
Yo! 5 is more than 1. Don't forget, the red crawlies are tigers. Way to go, kiddo! That was some swell bug picking and choosifying. That's my bug-a-bibble, all right. Swell! That's a great place for that bug. That is the right place for that bug-a-bibble.
Don't quit. Just count the bugs in each tray. Then you can choose the tray with less. That's swell. 6 is less than 7.
Remember, I'm collecting the blue crawlies. Yes, sir. That's where she goes, all right. Say, nice sorting. You sure know whose bugs are whose.
Let's not stop now. Just count the bugs in both trays and choose the tray with more.
Well, who'd have thunk it? 7 is more than 5. Don't forget to remember, I want the pink bugaboos. Swell! That's a great place for that bug.
Hey, don't quit now. Just count the bugs in the trays and pick the tray with more. Okay, 6 is more than 2.
Man, I couldn't have done that without lots more intervals. for your superbical skills at sorting bugsters and knowing who's got more and who's got less, I hereby award you with this official 100-acre wood Certificate of Merit.
Hey, I've got a secret. Spiders aren't very scary at all. They love gardens. So let's skedaddle on over there.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. Thanks for all the helperoonie collecting those bugsters.
Come back and play with us soon, okay?
The bees are flying in a circle. I do hope they don't get dizzy.
2 for me and 2 for you. Splendid.
When two share the number 4, it's 2 for each, not any more. Goodness! Look at the 3 flowers popping out of Rabbit's 3 pots.
Egad! Shoo! Go away!
Look, here comes 1 red flower, and 1 yellow flower, and 1 orange one. That makes 3 flowers.
Help! A flower prowler!
My, a pair of mice. Those two certainly are a happy couple. Now we shall drop by to stop in and pop in on our good friend Rabbit.
No, this simply won't do at all. This is not a proper rain dance. You can't just dance any which way. A rain dance requires you to follow a pattern. If we're going to make a proper rain dance, we need to come up with a pattern. Then, and only then, may the garden get some rain. Shall we see if our friend will help? Here's how you can create a proper rain dance pattern. Now, if you look carefully at the top row of that quilt, you'll see pictures of our friends displayed in a sequence. That's how we see who dances first, who dances next, and so on. Start at the first empty space on the quilt, then grab the right picture from the tree trunk and put it in that empty spot on the quilt. Just make sure every row looks the same as the top row. Now, when you're done, we may just get some rain. In my experience, it takes 5 rain dances to make it rain. The blue water in the barometer over the fireplace will help us keep track. When it reaches the top, it'll rain, I'm sure of it. Now, look at the top row. The sequence for this rain dance is Pooh, Pooh, Piglet, Piglet, Pooh, Pooh. Oh my, who do you think comes next? Piglet. Piglet. I have never seen a more delightful pattern. Simply continue making all the rows look exactly the same. Pooh. Piglet. Piglet. Oh, splendid work! It's time to see our friends dance the rain dance pattern you've made. Come on out and do your dancing thing. Hoo-hoo! Pooh's tummy is dancing faster than his feet.
I wonder if the rain falls in the very same patterns you so well completed.
Oh, this is wonderful! If we keep dancing, it'll certainly rain soon. Now, look at the top row.
The sequence for this rain dance is Eeyore, Eeyore, Piglet, Piglet, Eeyore, Eeyore. I wonder who comes next. Do you know? Piglet. Oh my, this pattern is very exciting. I can hardly wait to see you make all the rows the same. Eeyore, Piglet, Eeyore, Piglet. Wonderful work! Now our friends can perform your rain dance pattern. Oh my! The time has come for dancing feet! Piglet's dance is very lively for such a very small animal.
Do you suppose, if I learned sequences and patterns as well as you, that my roof wouldn't leak in the rain?
Ooh, the rain dances are working! I'm certain there will be rain if we just keep going. Now, look at the top row. The sequence for this rain dance is Eeyore, Tigger, Tigger, Eeyore, Eeyore. Have you any idea who comes next? Tigger. Ooh. Tigger. Eeyore, Tigger, Eeyore. Oh, good job! Now we can see our friends dance the rain dance pattern you made. Come on out and do your dancing thing. I've never seen four legs dance quite like yours.
That rain sure won't be able to resist your rain dance.
The rain dances are working. Oh, it'll certainly rain if we simply don't stop. Now, look at the top row. The sequence for this rain dance is Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, Pooh, Tigger. Do you know who comes? Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Piglet, Piglet. Eeyore. Oh, how delightful! Now our friends will follow the rain dance pattern you just made. Now it's time for the finale! Dancing feet! Bounce, Tigger, bounce!
I like the way you make rain dances, and so does the rain.
Oh, Just as I predicted, the rain dances are working. Please don't stop now. Now, look at the top row. The sequence for this rain dance is Tigger, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh. Oh my, who do you think comes next? Piglet. Eeyore. Ooh, goodness, what a nice pattern this is. You can finish it simply by making all the rows Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore. Thank goodness for you. Now we can see the rain dance pattern you just made. Let the good times roll. It's time to dance. Woohoo! Eeyore must be taking dance lessons.
This is fantastical! The sky is got a rumbly shower. It's magniferous.
I've never seen such rain. Oh, you're awfully good at this pattern making. Oh, thank you, thank you.
You might want this umbrella in your garden when it rains. And when it's sunny, it's great for carrying shade around in.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon.
To start the rain dance pattern, I made a neat sequence of pictures at the top of the quilt. That shows who dances first, second, third, and fourth. But I had to go dust the rutabagas and didn't have time to finish the other rows. I'd be so very grateful if you could finish the pattern. Start at the first empty space on the quilt. Then, grab the right picture from the tree trunk and put it in that empty spot on the quilt. Just make sure every row looks the same as the top row. I'm certain the rain can't possibly refuse such a perfect invitation. Now, look at the top row. The sequence for this rain dance is Tigger, Eeyore, Eeyore, Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Eeyore, Pooh. Have you any idea who comes next? Tigger, Eeyore, Eeyore, Pooh. What a splendid pattern this will be when you've made all the rows look alike. Tigger, Eeyore, Eeyore, Pooh. Excellent job. Now we can dance, since you've completed the pattern. Won't you join us? Here's what we've been waiting for. Let's dance. Hoo-hoo! Pooh's tummy is dancing faster than his feet.
Try sequencing, kid. Think of all that happy rain.
Oh, my stars and whiskers, the rain dances are working. Do keep going and I'm sure it'll rain. Now, look at the top row. The sequence for this rain dance is Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, ooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, Tigger, Pooh. What perfect patterning! Now it's time to dance the rain dance pattern you've made. Now it's time for the finale! Hoo-hoo! Dancing feet! If Eeyore dances any faster, his legs will get all mixed up.
You make sequences like the rain washes vegetables very nicely indeed.
Oh, my stars and whiskers, the rain dances are working. Do keep going and I'm sure it'll rain. Now, look. Eeyore, there. Eeyore, Piglet, Eeyore. Oh, how delightful! Now our friends will follow the rain dance pattern you just made. Hang in and hang on. It's time to dance. Piglet's dance is very lively for such a very small animal.
Hooray! I'm certain we'll get happy rain from happy rain dancing.
Oh, this is wonderful! If we keep dancing, it'll certainly rain soon. Now, look at the top row. The sequence for this rain dance is Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh, Tigger. Do you know who comes? Pooh, Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh. Wonderful work! Now our friends can perform your rain dance pattern. Let the good times roll. It's time to dance. If Eeyore dances any faster, his legs will get all mixed up.
I think learning patterns and sequences makes even the rain smarter.
Oh, just as I predicted, the rain dances are working. Please don't stop now. Now, look at the top row. The sequence... Pooh, Tigger, Pig, Eeyore, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, Pooh, Tigger. Oh, good job! Now we can see our friends dance the rain dance pattern you made. Now it's time for the finale! Dancing feet! Piglet's dance is very lively for such a very small animal.
Oh my goodness, how very nice!
Oh, what magnificent rain! Your vegetables will be very proud and wet because of your very own rain dance.
By ding-dangy, this thermometer is cool. Or, is it hot? Well, it'll always let you know which back at your garden.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon.
If I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure I'm not, you can make your very own rain dance pattern on this quilt. Just pick pictures of Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, and Piglet from the tree trunk and place them on the top row of the quilt. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger. You have created a beautiful sequence. Now, just repeat it in the next row. Pooh, Pig, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, Pig, Tigger, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger. Thank goodness for you. Now we can see the rain dance pattern you just made. Let the good times roll. It's time to dance. Bounce, Tigger, bounce!
suppose if I learned sequences and patterns as well as you, that my roof wouldn't leak in the rain?
Ooh, the rain dances are working. I'm certain there will be rain if we just keep going. Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh. Oh, my stars, this is a wonderful... Pig, Eeyore, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh. What perfect patterning! Now it's time to dance the rain dance pattern you've made. Now it's time for the finale! Dancing feet! Bounce, Tigger, bounce!
I think learning patterns and sequences makes even the rain smarter.
The rain dances are working. Oh, it'll certainly rain if we simply don't stop. Bring one of the pictures to the top row to start. Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Piglet. Tigger. Tig. Pooh. Piglet. Oh, splendid work! It's time to see our friends dance the rain dance pattern you've made. Let the good times roll. It's time to dance. Pooh's tummy is dancing faster than his feet.
Nice sequencing, kid. Think of all that happy rain.
The rain dances are working. Oh, it'll certainly rain if we simply don't stop. Tigger, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore. I like the sequence. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, Pig, Eeyore, Tigger, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore. Excellent job! Now we can dance, since you've completed the pattern. Won't you join us? Now it's time for the finale! Dancing feet! Oh my! Tigger dances so fast his strides can't keep up!
Oh, you make sequences like the rain washes vegetables. Very nicely indeed.
Oh, this is wonderful! If we keep dancing, it'll certainly rain soon. Bring a picture from the side and create your very own pattern in the top row. Now, simply repeat the sequence from the top row in the following 3 rows. You'll have a pattern of your very own. Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh. What a delightful sequence you've finished. Let's be sure the next row looks exactly like it. Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh. Excellent job! Now we can dance, since you've completed the pattern. Won't you join us? Let the good times roll. It's time to dance. I've never seen 4 legs dance quite like yours.
Thunder.
Ooh, how nice!
I can almost feel the wetness.
How exciting.
Oh, what magnificent rain! Your vegetables will be very proud and wet because of your very own rain dance.
This can of worms holds quite a few, all wrapped up in knots of goo. They'd make quite a tasty stew from the early bird's point of view.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. Back to the woods.
Goodbye! Be sure to come back anytime you feel like making a rain dance pattern. Perhaps when the garden feels like a rainy day.
Now we shall head in a rather eastish direction. I believe it is the perfect day for us to visit Eeyore, and we can check his calendar, just to make sure.
You did it. You drew the number 1.
Well, oh, nicely done. That's a 2 you formed.
Good for you. Now touch the snail to form another number. Hooray! You made a number 3.
Well done. Now, let's form another number. Just poke the snail to get him moving again.
Let the snail know you're ready to go, or no one's going nowhere.
I am impressed. That's a 4 you formed. Oh, good job. And now touch the snail so he will know it's time to form another number.
The snail's ready to begin a new line. Oh boy, you filled in a 5. Good for you. Now touch the snail to form another number.
Oh, very good. You formed a 6. Oh, good job. And now touch the snail so he will know it's time to form another number.
Oh my, what a nice 7 you've drawn. Now that you've formed such a nice number, why not nudge the snail to form another one?
Oh, that's great! You've made the number 8.
Now that you've formed such a nice number, why not nudge the snail to form another one? Isn't that fine? You've filled in the number 9.
Well done. Now, let's form another number. Just poke the snail to get him moving again.
Wake up the snail or nothing's gonna happen. That was just swell. Now all you have to do is nudge the little critter to start forming the next number.
Oh, splendid, splendid! That's a wonderful 10 you've formed.
I've never seen better numbers drawn, or a prettier calendar. Thanks.
Carrots are supposed to help you see better. Well, I wouldn't know. They taste so good. I always eat them with my eyes closed.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon.
You just have to poke the beetle to start him crawling. Use your crayon and follow his track carefully. It may be hard to see, but if you look close and keep moving, you'll form a nice new number for my calendar. If you ever want to print out your own special page for practicing number drawing, just check Pooh's Honey Pot. Very nice number, Foreman. Now you just have to nudge the critter to get the next number going. Very good. You've drawn an 11. Well done. Let's touch the beetle. That was just swell. Now all you have to do is nudge the little critter.
Oh, I do so like the 12 you formed. Well, now that you've so obviously got the hang of this number-forming business, we can get busy on a new number. Just poke that beat.
Good. That's a very nice 13 you've made. Very good. Now it's time to nudge the beetle and form a...
This will take us back to the wood.
So long. Thank you for forming those great numbers. Now I won't get my days mixed up.
You'll come back and make sure of that, won't you?
I believe it is the perfect day for us to visit Eeyore. And we can check his calendar, just to make sure.
Oh, good. You're back.
Would you mind finishing these calendar pages? Then I'll have the nicest calendar in the 100-acre wood. Of course, it might be the only calendar in the 100-acre wood.
You know, I've never seen a better drawn 14. No.
Well done. Let's touch the beetle and form another number. To start forming a new number, all you have to do is poke the beetle. Very nice number, Foreman. Now... That's quite a 15 you've filled in.
Oh, what a magnificent 16 you formed. You...
Good number drawing. Now all there is to do is... That's a wonderful 17 you've drawn. Very good. That was just swell. Now all you have to do is nudge the little critter to start forming the next.
Oh, excellent! You've made an absolutely proper 18.
Well done. Let's touch the beetle and form another number. Very nice number, Foreman. Now you just have to nudge the critter to get the next number going. Oh, good. What a nice 19 you've filled in.
Well,
Good number drawing. Now all there is to do is tickle the critter and get moving on to the next number.
magnificent! I've never seen a better 20 drawn by anyone.
Thanks for your help forming those numbers. It wouldn't have happened without you. And now I've got a very nice calendar.
When these grow up, you'll have a garden that's the best listener in the world, 'cause it has so many ears.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon.
Nudge that little old frog to get him started. Then just follow him with your crayon. You're gonna have to watch his trail extra carefully, 'cause the little guy tends to hop all over the place. But if you follow from dot to dot oh so carefully, you'll form a nice new number for my calendar. If you ever want to print out your own special page for practicing number drawing, just check Pooh's Honey Pot. Nice number, Foreman. Just give the frog a little push, and you can get going on the next number. I didn't think anyone could form such a nice 21. Bravo. Now let's touch the frog and form a new number. That's good numbering. Now nudge the frog.
Just look at that. You've made a beautiful 22.
I really like your numbers. Let's start another number. Just give that frog a poke. That's good numbering. Now nudge the frog and get the next number going. That's a swell 23 you've drawn.
You're doing so well. Let's form a new number. Just nudge that frog to get started.
Good number. To get going on the next number, just give the frog a tickle.
My goodness, look at the great 24 you've made. You're doing so well. Let's form a new number. Just nudge that frog to get started.
Wow, what a neat number. Get going on the next number by nudging the frog. I'd like to congratulate you on the neat 25 you've filled in. Since you're doing so well, it's time to poke the frog and get busy forming another number. Nice number, Foreman. Just give the frog a little push.
Goodness gracious, you've made a wonderful 26. Splendid number forming. I can't wait to begin a new one. Just poke that frog to start.
Hooray! Good number. Poke the frog and you can get going on the next number. My, what a nice 27 you've drawn. Since you're doing so well, it's time to poke the frog and get busy forming another number. Hooray! Good number. Poke the frog and you can get going on the next number.
Oh, what a splendid 28 you've made.
Since you're doing so well, it's time to poke the frog and get busy forming another number. 'Nice. Isn't that the nicest 29 you've ever seen drawn? Since you're doing so well, it's time to poke the frog and get busy forming another number. Hooray! Good number. Poke the frog and you can get going on the next number.
Oh, my ears and whiskers, what a lovely 30 you've formed.
Thanks for your help forming those numbers. It wouldn't have happened without you. And now I've got a very nice calendar.
When it comes to spelling, these zucchini seeds are at the end of the alphabet. But when it comes to snacking, they're right up front.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon.
Goodbye for now. Your number foreman made a great calendar. I hope you'll come back and help me again soon.
Oh, yes, do come back, won't you?
Oh, good. I was just wishing we might go to the wishing well, and now we shall. Well, paint my stripedy the wishing well.
What does a wishing well do?
I think the well makes wishes and hopes that they come true.
Look, it's showing us some numbers.
Is that a 5 I see?
Hey, there's a 2.
I see a 6.
What do these numbers mean?
Well, my friends, it's clear to me as far as I can tell. These numbers tell us which set of things should go inside the well.
Oh, like 2 of this.
Or 6 of that.
Yes, that's it, I'm sure.
Will you help us figure out what the well is wishing for? This wishing well is a pretty deep subject. I wonder what this wishing well is wishing for.
Toys.
Umbrella.
A friendly flower.
I believe the numbers tell us what it wants.
What do you mean, Owl?
When the well shows us a number, it means the well wants a set of that many things. So, if the well shows us a 3, we'll look around and count until we find 3 things gathered together in a set. A set of 3 carrots, perhaps.
Oh, I get it. And if it shows us a 5, then we look for a set of 5 things.
Yeah, and you can help us by bringing that set to the well. Then I'll have its wish.
Ooh, I'm quite sure that the wishing well needs 5 wishes granted.
And there's 5 of us, so we each get to take 1 turn.
The bricks on the edge of the well in front of us will help us keep track.
I'm so excited to see that well do some wishing. My stripities are sweating. Please pick one of us so we can get started. A 4 for sure and certain. That means the well wants a set of 4 thingies.
Excellent job of finding that set of 4. What a good set finder you are.
A 2. My, 2 is a small set to be wishing for.
That was neat, how you found that set of 2.
A 3. I suppose the well wants a set of 3 somethings now.
Goodness, that was splendid! I was afraid that set of 3 was going to get away.
Five. This wish is for a set of 5. Gee, it was fun watching you find that set of 5.
Three! This time the well wants a set of 3 things. Goodness, that was splendid! I was afraid that set of 3 was going to get away. We do wish to thank you for your splendid help in finding sets, and I'm sure the wishing well thanks you too.
This pretty set of pots will look particularly pleasing in any position in which they happen to pose in your perfect garden. I think I just popped a periwinkle.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. Play next level.
When the well shows us a number, it is wishing for a set with that number of things in it. So if it shows us a 6, then we must look about us, counting carefully to find a set or group that contains 6 things. So look, count, and match the number.
Oh, so if it shows us a 10, we look for a set of 10 thingies.
Then you can help us by bringing the set to the well.
I'm so excited to see that well do some wishing. My stripities are sweating. Please pick one of us so we can get started.
9. A set of 9 things is what the well wants now.
Wow, that was mighty fine. How you found that set of 9.
Oh dear, I had my turn already. Can you pick someone else, please?
Seven. It seems a set of 7 is what the well wants now. Very nice finding that set of 7. I wish I was that good at finding my tail.
That's a 10. A wish for a set of 10 things is a big one.
Nice job snagging that set of 10, kiddo.
A 6? I suppose the well wants a set of 6.
Oh, set of 6. Good, if you don't mind my saying so.
Number 8. The well wants 8 doodads in a set. That was splendiferous. Nice catching that set of 8. That was some terrifical set scrounging. Me and the wishing well are puzzolutely pleased as punch.
I may not have much of a head for numbers, but I do have a set of sprinkler heads for your garden.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. Play next level. To play...
Well, when the well shows us a number, it's wishing for a set or collection that's made up of that many things. For example, if it shows us a 14, it wants a set of 14 things.
So it's important that we count really careful and find the set of 14 things.
And carry that set of things to the well so it has its very own wish granted.
We'd like it if you'd pick one of us to get started, though it probably won't be me. "15. A set of 15 somethings is the well's wish now." Nah, don't worry. All you gotta do now is count. Set of 15. Nice going.
And 11! Now the well wants a set of 11. Well, you found that set of 11.
Wow, 14! 14 is quite a set for the well to wish for.
Wow, you found that set of 14. I don't think I can even count that high. 13! 13 is a nice set to wish for.
Oh dear, the well couldn't possibly have gotten the right set of 13 without you.
12! This time it's a set of 12 the well desires.
Oh boy, I can't believe how easy you made it seem to find that set of 12.
It's our pleasure to thank you for all your help in finding sets, and the Wishing Well thanks you too.
The nice thing about a set of watercolor paints is that you can paint more than just water with them. Back to your garden.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. This will take us back to the woods. It'll be positively fantabuloso!
Hope to see you soon.
It seems those two very small frogs weigh the same. The quite large frog weighs more than the small one. That one large frog is just as heavy as those two small frogs. It seems those two very small frogs weigh the same. I believe that busily buzzing bee is hungry. I get hungry too in the morning just before breakfast, and sometimes after. Now we can visit your special garden. Oh, it's nice to be back here at your garden. And look how neatly Rabbit has arranged patches for you to plant your garden in.
Why, thank you, Pooh Bear. And just to get you started, I've left you 3 seed packets of my favorite flowers, petunias, pansies, and sunflowers. But those seeds can't grow without water, you know. So I've also left a watering can for you to give those seeds a well-deserved drink once you've planted them.
I do believe someone has left you a note on the back of the fence. Shall we open it and see what it says? More doesn't always mean too much, and less doesn't always mean not enough. But honey always means it's time for breakfast. Oh, yummy! The grapes for grape juice will grow so nicely in the grape patch. If you want these, the sunflowers will be wonderful over in the sunflower patch. To make these sunflower seeds sunflowers, just add water. Plants rather like a small smackerel of water now and then. Yes, the tomatoes will plump up red and juicy over there in the tomato patch. Your tomatoes will never be gloomy if you keep them watered. Pansies will bloom brightly in the pansy patch. Watering your pansies is like smooching them good morning. shall have to water them to keep them happy. Plants rather like a small smackerel of water now and then. Carrots care only for the carrot patch, if they care at all. The more you water the carrots, the sweeter the carrot cupcakes you shall get. If you keep your plants watered, they shall grow big and strong. The way to stay on a grape's sweet side is with lots of watering. The corn will be its corniest in the corn patch. For the corn to grow up sweet for us, we must be sweet to it first. Let's give it a drink from your watering can. Don't forget to water the corn behind its ears. It has been my experience that petunias always do well in the petunia patch. I like petunias. Petunias like me. If you use your watering can, how happy we shall all be. Happy petunias are watered petunias. Those zucchini will be right at home in their very own zucchini patch. Zucchinis grow big if you lend a hand. Just give them a drink from your watering can. Zucchini squash just love a good wash, so make sure they have plenty of water. Oh, good. Those strawberries will do nicely in the strawberry bed. Keep your strawberries happy with lots of showers. Oh, the thermometer is telling us it's cold, and without saying a word. This button And now we shall head due north by northwardly. Now we shall head. We'll head in a west. Now we're off in a rather easterly way. Now we shall go to Tigger's and see what his contraption is making today, besides just making a racket. Let's try and make some new things with this extra garden stuff. I have the blueprints right here, so it shouldn't be too tough. I'm not so good at first things first, as second and third of just the worst. Please just tell me what goes when. Even tigers need help now and then. Let's try and make some new things and bounce off into action. I have the blueprints right here for a tigerific contraption. First, I need a blue hat. First, I need a blue hat. This is the bestest order putting in I've ever seen. Nice number reading. Second, I need a rake. Third, I need a wood plank. Third, I need a wood plank. Wow, that's what I call doing things in order. Nice work. Fourth, I need a long rope. Fifth, I need a pair of wheels. It's a dirt teaser! Oh boy, thanks a heap for helping create that contraption! First, I need a barrel. Ooh, nice first to the lastin'. Third, I need a long rope. I'm speechless at your excellent ordering, and I can't say nothing either. Fourth, I need a wooden wheel. Fifth, I need a wood plank. garden comb. Are you good at this what comes next stuff? Thanks for your expert help. First, I need a wooden wheel. Sheesh. Rabbit'd tie his ears in a knot to see you putting first things first. Good going. Second, I need a bent piece. Third, I need a wood plank. Third, I need a wood plank. You're terrifical at putting first things firstly, and second things secondly, and so on. Fourth, fifth, I need a doorknob. Ta-da! It's a foot pusher! Let me be the first to say, you are one great contraption constructor! Thanks for every little thingy. First, I need a seed sign on a stake. Nice order, Ryzen. We wouldn't have gotten things first, second, thirdly, and last without you. Second, I need a hand crank. Third, I need a pumpkin. You're better at orderizing than I am at bouncing. Well, almost. Fourth, I need a hose. Fifth, I need a nail. My goodness, that's a porta-bibble well! Great order, Fryan! You sure do know your firsts and seconds and stuff. Think your whole big tiggerizing bunches! First, I need a pink inner tube. You're doing what Tiggers do best. Nice ordering. Third, I need a bow tie. Ooh, nice first to the lastin'. Fourth, I need a wood plank. Fifth, I need a hose. Hoo-hoo! Perfecto! It's a demystifier! You're really swell. You make me wish I was a contraption so you could put my parts first, second, and third, and, like that.
This fountain looks like it might spring a leak any second. Well, I'd better zip it on back to your garden.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. Play next level. Play next level. Look carefully at the blueprint, and you'll see what we need first, and second, and thirdsies, and so on. Shh. What the... Wow, that's what I call doing things in order. Nice work. The old... You're better at orderizing than I am at bouncing. It's a flower fetcher! Are you good at first, second, and thirdin' or what? Thanks a heap! If you take a gander at the blueprint, what's it telling us we need first? I'm speechless. Ta-da! A cornucob polarizer! Oh, yes! That first, second, and third stuff is what you do the best. Thanks! You... What? Nice. What's... Ooh, that's a good super seed spewer. Ooh, yeah! Thanks for helping yours truly make that contraption. Keep... The old blue... nice plant polisher! Fantastical! You really know your first, seconds, and thirds and stuff. Thanks! If you take a gander at the blue... What's the... Now that's an excellent spud grabber. I never knew anyone could be as good at putting things in order as you. I thank you, but your garden thanks you more.
It's a howl to play tag with a windmill, if you're a garden breeze.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To play this game at the next level, click the orange balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. Whew! Looking sharp at the old... You're better at orderizing. I'm speechless. Sheesh. Rabbit'd tie his ears in a knot to see you putting first things first. Now that's one good hurricane hooter! Great order, Fryan! You sure do know your firsts and seconds and stuff. Think you whole big tiggerizing bunches! Looking sharp at the old blueprint will tell us what we need. Don't... You're... You're... What's... Oh, nice radish ripper! Oh, yes! That first, second, and third stuff is what you do the best. Thanks! Looking sharp at... Nice. Don't... If you look... Hey! There's one fine apple squisher. Are you good at this what comes next stuff? Thanks for your expert help. Looking sharp. You're doing what Tigers do best. Nice ordering. Yeah. What did... What's the blueprint? Now that's a good flower powerer. Yeah! Thanks for helping yours truly make that contraption. Looking. Your turn. Wow. You're... Nice spud cruncher! That was so electrifying, my stripities are tingling. Thanks for putting things first, second, and so on.
Your garden can always use another pair of hands, and this clock's got 'em.
To play this game again, click the pink balloon. To go back to the woods and find something else to do, click the light blue balloon. I had a remarkable time. Hope you did too. We'll head in a westerly. Now we'll head in Next, we shall visit your very own garden.
Delicious!
We shall have to water them to keep them happy. The sunflowers will be wonderful over in the sunflower patch. To make these plants rather like a small smackerel of water now and then.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Look, the red worms are wriggling and the blue worms are waggling. Yellow, blue, and yellow, blue. Yellow, blue, yellow, blue. Always a tasty pattern to view. The pretty pattern of colors too is red and blue and red and blue and red and blue and red and blue. My goodness, the long worms are lolling along while the short worms are lollygagging.
One, two, three.
That pot is certainly large enough to hold one walnut.
Wow, it looks like there are 100 of me. Goodness, it seems I have 200 wings. Ooh, suddenly we seem like a swarm of 300 bees.
I am seeing red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. Voilà. Oh, magnifique. The beautiful orange color appears when we mix the red and the yellow. We create an orange masterpiece.
Oh my, there's half a cup of water in the measuring cup. I wonder where the other half is. Oh, very nicely done. It looks just like Tigger. Watering that shrub will make it grow large and scruffy again. If you water it, that shrub will return to its old huge self. I don't believe a full measuring cup of water gets very thirsty, do you? Watering that shrub will make it grow large and scruffy again. If you water it, that shrub will return to its old huge self. Oh, how very nice. It looks like my very dear friend, Piglet. If you water it, that shrub will return to its old huge self. Oh, look! That looks just like, me! This, I'm certainly sad to say, means you'll be leaving our 100-acre wood for a while. If you really must go, click on the green balloon. Are you most certainly certain you must go? If you are, then pick the yellow balloon. But if you'd like to explore just a little bit more, choose the purple balloon. I shall...